When you type something on Google, you want an instant answer right then and there. And with plants, that's not how it works, like not at all. Hi friends! So today we're going to talk about 5 ways in which plants help improve our mental health. So there are a lot of studies on this topic, and I'm going to link to a video down below with one of these studies, but basically they did this experiment. They got 2 hospital rooms, one with plants and one without plants, and compare the results with the patients in both rooms, and they realized that the patients in rooms with plants got better much faster. The scientists already know that plants improve our mental health, but they don't know exactly how that happens. But I have a guess. Before I get into it, I know that it may be an overwhelming side of having plants and caring for a ton of plants when you have a ton of plants, but we're going to talk about that in another video. The first way that I believe plants improve our mental health is by bringing sunlight into our lives. So when you have plants, it's kind of impossible to live in a dark room, in a dark house. You need to find the places in your house where the sun is shining, and you need to put your plants there. And even if you have grow lights, you need to be near them, you need to care for the plants. And sunlight has a very positive impact in our mood. The correlation is so strong that some people actually get seasonal affective disorder. That's when people get actually depressed by the lack of sunlight during winter, and a lot of doctors in those cases recommend light therapy. Like when you buy, your own little version of sunlight to put in your room. That's how strong this correlation is. So the second way plants improve our mental health is by bringing more mindfulness into our lives. So mindfulness is the ability of being present here and now. And when we're caring for plants, we need to do that because we need to look to the plant and we need to see if they need water, how the leaves are doing, if there are any bugs. And mindfulness, this ability to be present here in the moment, is one of the main things that people seek when they are meditating. When you're meditating, you're basically training your brain to go back to the present moment. And that's good for us because when you're present here and now, you cannot listen to those negative thoughts that sometimes go on and on in our heads. So when you're present now, you cannot worry about the future or regret about the past. All that matters is what's happening right now. So the third way in which plants help us improve our moods and bring down stress levels are by forcing us to slow down. And we live in such fast-paced environment in which everything is instant. So we want instant replies, instant gratifications, instant responses. When you type something on Google, you want an instant answer right then and there. And with plants, that's not how it works, like not at all. When you make a change in a plant's environment, like you take your plant from one place to the other, it may take days or even weeks before you see the result of that change you make. And that's a lesson I'm still learning, when I make a change in a plant's environment, I'm still learning to let the plant be for days or weeks until I try something new, because I think the plant's still struggling. Plants force us to slow down. So plants makes us change gears, and that brings our stress levels down. The fourth way in which plants are good for our mental health and our well-being is by giving us a sense of novelty. So seeing a new leaf unfurl, especially in a plant that has been struggling for a long time, it's something magical. It's something that gives us hope and is always bringing the new. And so plants are not static. They have their own pace, but they always bringing something new into our lives, and that is revigorating. And the last way plants improve our well-being is by giving us a routine. So you have to water your plants every couple of days, and you have to fertilize, and you have to repot, and you have to prune. There is a whole schedule and routine care that goes into taking care of plants. And that's really good for us, because if there is one thing that is good to combat depression, is movement. So plants makes us move, they make us work, but at the same time their needs are not so urgent like the ones of a pet or of a child. A plant can go most plants can go a couple weeks of neglect. So the plant keeps us in line, but also gives us room to breathe. So that's all. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, you're also gonna like this one, in which I talk about my journey as a new plant parent.